Here we go again, Part 2. June 7th, 2006. Plenty of clouds will cover the region. Scattered showers will dampen the area. There isn't enough time. Not enough time. What is the most important thing? Time. There isn't enough time. I have many questions, but no patience to think things through. And what does that mean? Right now, what is the difference between thinking and feeling? If you had to give up one, which would it be? What is luck, fate, mistakes? If in a unified theory, never mind. Coherence? My brain is exploding, trying to make sense of nonsense, trying to tell you everything. Everything? And all the while, time is fleeing, and the air around me vibrates with so many images, which is great because most of them are British. Like Cecil Beaton's photograph of his sister, Baba Beaton, in fanciful dress. And the splendid houses and gardens they visited, including Lady Burleigh and her violet teas gardening in a jaunty hat. Very jaunty hat indeed. Including the White Garden at Sissinghurst, designed by Vita Saxville West, who was long and lean and in love with Virginia Woolf. But then I found, stuck in a book about moss, my postcard of an 18th century female hermit in a smart Schiaparelli-type turban, which makes me think of the joys of Hyung and the allure of fashion and my adoration of jaunty hat-wearers, especially my son Alexander, and my daughter Julu, who I call Milton. In honor of that nickname, my sharp-eyed friend Molly Bloom, yes, stopped at a flea market and, short on cash, traded 10 lemon tarts she was bringing to a dinner party for a cigarette case with Milton Fine finely etched on the front. There was one obvious thing to do. I called Milton Fine in the phone book to find out if he was the owner. He was not, but what we did discover was that he was the social studies teacher at the junior high school my sister and I went to in Bocalicque, Riverdale, the Bronx. But my sister was in his class, and he remembered her. Get out. There was one obvious thing to do. Invite Milton to lunch with my sister. We all ate tomato bisque soup, and in between slurps looked at each other, looking for the past. We spoke of Mr. Kafka, the unhappy orchestra teacher, and Miss Covino of the fluttering eyes and lovely flip hairdo, of Miss Smallline, who had a gigantic bouffant hairdo, and Miss Einstein, who was a 6th grade math teacher. The real Einstein, Albert, who played the violin badly, but so what, there is nothing greater than music. Nothing. Loved Johann Kepler. And if Einstein loved Kepler, I love Kepler. In 1605-ish, the genius Kepler determined, without a telescope, the elliptical orbit of Mars, while wearing a ruffled collar the size of a snow tire. He also wrote about celestial harmony, but domestic harmony eluded him. He confided in his friend Robertus de Fluctubus, who wrote in his diary, "My wife is fat, confused, and simple-minded." It makes me sad that he thought that. After all, she had to wash and iron that crazy collar. But then she died. Poor Kepler, poor Kepler's wife. Poor everybody. I will go for a walk and calm down.